Yeah,
Yeah.
that's clearly where I fucked up because the first Ant-Man was absolute dog shit. Ant-Man and the Wasp was even more dog shit, and Ant-Man and the Wasp and Quanta Universe City, they might as well just rename this movie Jonathan Majors and Scared White Folks in the Condom House. Like that, they might as well just go ahead and rename that shit.
I need that on a T-shirt.
Yeah. That
That, oh man,
that shit was terrible.
it was trash. Help me understand. How does Ant Man get relegated to being a secondary and thirdary character in his own series?
I don't think they knew what to do from the beginning.
Like,
Yeah, I think they was trying to figure out a way to phase him out, and they fucked it up.
they didn't have none of the funny cats from the first two movies that made the first two somewhat interesting. Like this was dog shit.
I mean, I actually enjoyed the first one. We had to watch that damn sorry ass movie.
Oh, I watched that shit tonight, and I cannot wait to talk about. Um, because I need somebody to clarify something for me. Let me go ahead and put the disclaimer now. If you are listening to this show, I am putting the disclaimer in the beginning. You may hear some comments or some groans or something that may sound somewhat derogatory in regards to, I don't want to say the looks of someone, but perhaps the overall aesthetic of a certain person in a movie, which was very questionable to me. And I'm going to need some clarification from my co-stars in regards to this particular aesthetic. I'm just putting that disclaimer out here early. That's later on in the show, but I want to give people a head start or a heads up.
Okay.
But back to the superhero shit. Is this the end? Are we finally getting to the point where the movies are just going to stop being good at this point? Because this, as of late, it just seems like it's been more misses than hits.
Well, I think that the Marvel Cinematic Universe they're on a downward slope because right now what they're putting out is not what we want.
It's dog shit.
We want X-Men.
Do we?
Yes, we do. We do.
I mean,
And
we've
we
had
want
like
real.
20 years of
No, we want X-Men with the real storylines and real characters.
I'm scared. I'm scared that we'll get another Fantastic Four or New Mutants.
Did you? So you watched that?
Oh man, did I? Oh boy,
Why?
I got angry Dawson's Creek with powers. And I'm feeling some kind of way. So I'm nervous for this DC Marvel, whatever you want to call it, to get their hands on X-Men and Fantastic Four because I just don't have any faith. For a brief moment, when X-Men was still owned by Fox and they rebooted the whole franchise, what was it? Was it First Class? First Class was pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, okay, they're on the right track. Then we got the subsequent sequels that came after First Class, and Apocalypse is 5'10", 150 pounds.
You mean Ivan Ooze?
Yeah, Ivan Ooze, exactly.
Mhm.
And then that if you want to call it the Dark Phoenix movie, that put the nail in the coffin right there.
Yeah, because the storyline, the storyline was crazy. Fox wanted to do their own thing so bad when they could just get the script and the comics and just pay for it.
And I would have understood if it would have taken a handful of movies to properly tell that story. I would have completely understood. As opposed to this nonsense that we got where Genosha's basically a farm. Just over there. You could just walk to it, apparently.
Wait, what?
Yeah, if you ever get a chance
And
to hate
truthfully
your
speaking,
life.
yeah. I was about to say I would rather seen the story about Genosha did Civil War.
Agreed. Because it's not like we got the real Civil War anyway. As we've said on the podcast numerous times in the past, you can't really have a Civil War with like 5 people. Sorry.
Yeah, that was a slap fight in the airport.
I enjoyed it for what it was, but I'll tell you who got the biggest disservice, since we're on the subject of X-Men. You guys may or may not agree, but to me, I always felt like Rogue got the worst treatment out of that entire series. Some people are mad that Cyclops died. Some people are mad that the way Jean Grey died. Some people hated, the whole Beast story arc. But to me, Rogue got fucked.
Yeah, that was because of the new X-Men.
Oh, the cartoon?
Yeah.
Oh.
Because she wasn't like an emo chick until that show, and that's what they copied.
And I hate it with an absolute passion. Another movie I finally got a chance to watch, which I'm mad at myself, and I blame my wife for. Captain Marvel. Oh man. Oh man. So this broad is just flying around space during the whole Infinity War Endgame shit. She just flying around. Her and her space beeper, just waiting for Nick Fury texts or whatever. That was painful.
She wasn't supposed to be in it originally, so.
Oh, she wasn't?
No, not originally. She wasn't supposed to be in any of the end games or any of that.
Well, her addition did nothing to the story.
Yeah, that's why everybody was mad, because she was so overpowered.
As the kids would say,
Like,
OP. I just learned that.
Yeah, that word.
Yeah. I find it funny that she's also become a secondary character in her own franchise.
Oh, she
has a franchise?
Oh, yeah. It was supposed to be Captain Marvel, then Captain Marvel 2, but now it turned into, was it the Marvels or some shit?
Yeah, oh yeah, she's being written out.
Oh, yeah.
I had no idea that was a sequel to her movie.
Yeah, so right now she's on the history fit because the name got changed, and she's being written out.
Definitely being written out. And and I'm for it. I am all for it. She sucks. And she brought nothing to the role. She brought nothing to the franchise. I wanted nothing more than for Rogue to just jump out of the bushes and steal this broad's powers. For those of you who don't know comics, that is how Rogue gets her powers. She drains the ever-living shit out of Captain Marvel and leaves her ass for dead in a coma. Spoiler alert.
And wasn't she Miss Marvel at the time?
Yes.
Not Captain Marvel?
Yes.
See, that would piss me off.
I also saw that new Shazam movie.
Man, what, you got a lot of time on your hands.
It's not that I have a lot of time on my hands. I have a corporate job that does not have really good, what do you call those things? Fire blocker, ad blocker thing, so I'm able to go to sites that I shouldn't be able to go to. And I spent some of my quality time, allegedly. Yes. Yeah, watch that Fury of the Gods. And if I was them, I'd be furious too. Because that is dog shit. And I'm going to go on record right now, because everybody's giving The Rock a bunch of shit for not wanting to cameo in that piece of shit and not wanting to have anything to do with the Shazam franchise. I'm going to go on record right here, right now. The Rock was right. Leave that man alone. He was right. Those movies were dog shit, and him showing up would completely undermine everything. For those of you idiots who don't know, Black Adam is the ruler and protector of Kahndaq, some fictional shit out in the fucking desert somewhere. Shazam is in Philly. South Philly. They are not near each other. It would make no sense for Black Adam to show up in South Philly at all. There was a lot of things about this franchise that enraged me, and I'm just going to go ahead and call it out right now. The thing that angered me the most was a little black girl. So prior to her powers, she's got little pixie tails and Coke bottle glasses, and she's the world's uber nerd, and she loves math and protractors, and then she gets that Shazam power. Shazam! And then she's Megan Good. Get the fuck out of here.
Like, really making good?
Like, for real.
Because I didn't watch the movie.
That pissed me off. When she gets her powers, she turns into sexy ass Megan Good with barely any lines. She just stands there and looks confused.
That is her thing, though.
That is. She's made a career of looking hot and just staring off in directions, not understanding what the fuck is going on. Yeah, I'm good if they just kill the entire DCU, whatever you want to call it. Just wipe the board completely clean. Let Flash rewrite everything. See what I did there? I said rewrite everything. Hey.
Except for Peacemaker. I need Peacemaker to stay.
Peacemaker does need to stay. So with that being said, let's go on ahead and get...
I want this chance to show you that your God in karate is so much nonsense. And that's quite easy to do. I know Kung Fu.
Show me.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in to another exciting edition of H8O Presents the Fist Fights and Fried Rice Podcast. I am your host, Tazz, a.k.a. the voice of a fucking generation, here to spread that sweet, sweet vernacular that you just had no idea that your ears were missing. Brought with me this evening, I have brought my fraternity of assholes, of course, because no show is ever complete without these gentlemen. Up first, a man that truly needs no introduction. Rolling 15 inches deep, reverb or not, the slayer of all things ovaries, the man, the myth, the legend, the one, the only, Lobo.
I was born ready, Tazz.
And of course, no show is ever truly complete without the man that's probably got the best attendance record of anyone on this show. I think I've said this before, and I'm going to keep saying it until someone disproves me. But he also truly needs no introduction. The self-appointed black man from Dagestan, the Rain Man of martial arts, the connoisseur of combat sports, the man, the myth, the legend, the encyclopedia of all things ass-kicking. We proudly bring to you Justice Magnificent.
What's up? What's up? Back in the building.
And ladies and gentlemen, as I was getting ready to proceed, we have been visited by our truest guest of honor. A man who is going to need an introduction, because half these people probably forgot that he existed. But he's real, folks, I assure you. Ladies and gentlemen, the darkest man that I've ever met. The man whose audio was far worse than anything that I could ever achieve on purpose. We proudly bring to you Mr. and I quote, hey, give me some head, the one, the only, Deku.
What's up, y'all? How y'all doing?
Doing fucking fantastic, man. How are you doing this evening, boss?
I'm doing good, man. I almost forgot about this shit. I was watching WrestleMania.
Yeah, I'm secretly watching it too.
What, WrestleMania on? Anybody tell me?
You don't like WrestleMania?
What are we doing?
You don't watch
What'd you say,
WrestleMania?
man?
I mean,
I can do both at the same time.
Yeah,
It's actually a good card.
I can
Surprisingly.
multitask.
Hold on, I'm about to change my headphones. Hold on.
So, here's a question. Deku, where are you?
Yeah, I'm at the crib,
You know
man.
what I'm saying? You know.
Wasn't that Mustang?
Yes, I'm never letting that go.
I mean,
Ever.
Deku is from the Caribbean.
It was not too far off. And that concludes our conversation in regards to DC and Marvel. Yeah. All right. Y'all get y'all shit together. I've already talked to Deku about this, but I'm going to ask you guys, since we're all on the line. You guys think maybe, what's his name? Fucking Armani model. What's that motherfucker's name? I was going to say Rich Franklin, but that's not him. The other white dude. The one that likes young Disney girls. What's that nigga's name?
That very?
No, the other one. What's that? The Armani model, like some young. What's his name? The one who just retired from the UFC and is getting ready to fight Platinum Perry. What's his name?
Rocco.
Luke Rockhold. Yeah. So y'all forgot. I didn't forget when he was dating that Disney girl. I didn't forget at all.
I had no idea.
And Petrus Farms remembers too. But Petrus Farms is going to keep it to himself.
That's a good one.
Yeah, you think he's biting off a little more than he could chew, calling out Perry and telling him he was failed. You know, he failed in the UFC and he's just going to get his ass kicked in the BKFC ring.
That's him promoting. Because to be honest, Mike Perry is much more successful outside the UFC.
Far more successful. I think he knocks Rockhold the fuck out.
Probably.
Agreed.
You don't got them kicks to hide behind. You don't got that jiu-jitsu to hide behind. And everybody know your chin is fucking shot.
I mean, his boxing coach is great. That was sarcasm.
That was. And since we're on the subject of boxing, should we give a round of applause for one of Justice's favorite fighters, putting away a senior citizen and Pettis getting the decision over Roy Jones Jr.?
Did he really, though?
I mean, he got his hand raised.
No, sir. No. We ain't gonna do that. We ain't gonna do that.
I'm just saying, from what I saw, he got his hand raised. Now,
did you watch the fight?
Whether or not he won that fight, to me, there was no question. That nigga lost.
Yeah, his face was fucked up. Roy was.
I thought he lost every round.
Yeah.
I don't even understand why they even gave that victory to Pettis.
Because they was on some MMA judging type shit.
That, to me, is a victory that I just couldn't be proud of. Like, to basically put that into perspective. Anthony Pettis outboxed a man who wasn't even 6 years old when the first dude took steps on the moon. That'd be like Lobo saying, yes, I won a foot race with the last known freed slave in America.
Why is that the example?
But yeah, he did not win.
No, he did not.
Like, he didn't. I don't even think he hit Roy clean.
If he did, I didn't see it.
But yeah, it wasn't much.
It was dog shit, and that's the kind of shit that we were talking about in the last show that didn't get to air. The mediocrity and absurdity of Gamebread.
Wait a second now. Hold on. The judges are from the commission. They don't have anything to do with it.
How do you know?
Because it was sanctioned bout.
You weren't there. You don't know.
I do know.
I think Gamebread picked them because Gamebread sucks.
Nah.
Gamebread is a
talking about that piece of shit card that Masvidal put on yesterday.
Thank you. Yes.
Yeah, I don't know what's wrong with my volume shit. I don't know. But yeah, that card's a piece of shit.
Facts.
Terrible. Worst card of the year.
Welcome back, Deku. Hell yeah. Welcome back, sir.
A lot of haters.
It's not hating. The Gamebread sucks.
I'm not hating. I'm just saying that card was just trash.
You upset, Sil? It's okay.
I'm a what?
You upset?
I'm upset of what?
Who's the welterweight champion?
Okay, if you start off the prelim main card, whatever, with Joe Riggs or whatever his old man name, yeah, you ain't doing too good.
It don't matter. It was just a boxing event.
Gamebread sucks.
Mm-hmm.
He's a gatekeeper. And there's no shame in that.
Wow.
He reached the
Wow.
he reached the pinnacle of what he was going to achieve. He gets
Just
to tell.
not even the top of the show.
We're talking about absurdity. And you have
It's
to.
not
And
even-
I
you
mean, he's
have
not
to.
wrong.
You
Y'all
have to.
hating
Thank you,
already.
Lobo. You have to acknowledge that when it comes to Masvidal, there is a just certain level of absolute absurdity when it comes to not only him as a character, him as a man, him as a fighter, him as a promoter.
No.
Shit.
He's a sore loser.
He got dry humped for 5 straight rounds. Couldn't get it done in the octagon, so he tried to run up on this nigga at Chuck E. Cheese and still took a L.
First of all, he didn't just run. He ran up on him.
Or Olive Garden
knocked that man tooth out.
or wherever. Oh man, he sucker
I like
punched him and
Chuck E.
knocked the
Cheese,
whole tooth out. Technically, it was the concrete that knocked the tooth out, but you know, I feel you. Give him whatever credit you can. And
I mean,
you
you
know,
can't be talking about a man, kid.
why?
Oh my gosh,
Oh
on the fight.
man, the amount of shit that Masvidal talks and can't back up.
Dude, he talk about kids and wives. Bro.
I don't know. I'm not there.
Wow, don't do that.
I can only go off what I see on TV and the headlines that I read.
Don't worry about it. When he
Didn't he do jail time over there too? Oh, I swear I thought he got arrested for that shit.
he got arrested, but you know when
That's jail time if he got arrested.
allegedly he attacked Kobe.
Kobe was a real nigga
Allegedly.
and didn't press charges
Oh no, because that was Dana White.
because Kobe's moving on to bigger and better things.
Yeah.
Oh, you think he getting that title shot?
Oh, he getting that title
They
shot.
announced it, bro.
He
Oh,
getting
no,
that
he
title-
not.
Oh, he getting that title shot.
Oh no,
Yeah.
no.
Bro, he's getting that title shot.
Dana White even said it.
Leon said no,
Who the fuck is Leon?
and I'm
Yeah, he ain't got
damn
no
champion.
I like Leon Connor.
Get the fuck out of here! You smoke a
Listen.
dick.
when Masvidal go out here and knock out Burns,
Wow.
is the writings on the wall.
Oh, cocaine, a hell of a drug. Okay.
Oh
He
man.
knocks out Burns.
Okay.
Get
Yeah.
the
Knocks out Burns.
Get the fuck out of here.
Okay.
That
Oh, boy.
is
Again,
about as
you heard it here.
okay.
I get it. That's your boy.
The next
you
show.
gonna go after your boy, but that's not gonna happen, bro.
The next show,
Uh-huh.
you gonna hear something different. Everybody, all listeners, I need you to hear this.
Okay.
When
Everybody.
Masvidal knock out Burns, it's gonna be quiet when that topic come up.
Mm-mm.
Okay. All right. So
When-
what's gonna really happen?
Burns
He's
is
gonna
give
lose.
him yeah, Burns is gonna give him
I'm
the
not
Covington
saying
treatment.
Gilbert is gonna knock him out, but he's gonna lose and he's gonna retire.
Why would he retire?
Because that bus is
That's it.
parked outside waiting for his ass to sit on it.
First of all, you only seen Masvidal knock out one.
Excuse me?
Technically twice.
By who?
Usman.
Imada.
That was Usman. And who else?
Toby Imada.
That wasn't a knockout.
The nigga was out
A
one
choke. It don't matter though. I said a knockout.
Nigga was asleep.
Okay. Usman was asleep too.
He was. Not by
And Anderson
Masvidal.
Silva was asleep too.
Not by Masvidal.
But he was asleep by
Not by
his wife.
Masvidal.
By Masvidal.
I saw
don't matter.
Masvidal
Two
get
shots
wrestle
now.
raped by Kobe.
Well, I just saw Usman get pieced up by Leon Edwards.
That's not
Leon
Masvidal.
Edwards, he has good striking.
Far better than Masvidal.
For
We
sure.
don't see him. But he caught that
For
3 piece
sure.
in the soda.
You and that 3-piece.
When Masvidal and Usman fought the second time, Masvidal was like a beginner trying out kickboxing.
What?
Yes. Those front
Oh,
kicks
now
were
you-
dog shit.
You on some
Those
shit now.
push kicks. Like he was throwing a kick like a first week person trying out kickboxing.
You on some shit now. That's why Tazz laughing at you.
Welcome
Oh,
back,
God.
Deku. Welcome back, sir.
That's what,
Oh God.
The truth hurts, man. And again, that's why we're having the shooting the shit episode, just talking about absolute absurdity. And of course, you have to bring up Masvidal. You have to. Because he's absurd.
Great card last night.
Stop it. Stop it.
That shit is funny every time I hear that.
Great card last night.
Oh, that was not
Great
a great
event.
card.
The judging was crazy, but it was a great event.
Okay. Okay.
You know what's more exciting than Gamebread's promotion?
Me taking the shit.
That promotion in Africa. Forget what it's called, but they get knockouts in them promotions. Shoot. People dying in that promotion.
Agreed. You know what else is better than every Gamebread card?
What?
Me sitting in silence.
Sure.
So I just want to ask you this, Justin. So you actually watched that whole entire card
You
yesterday?
did not.
I did not because I had to work.
Okay.
All right.
Well, was you streaming on your phone at work?
In between me watching the real fights, but yeah.
Okay.
In between watching some real boxing. I mean, that was boxing too, but I was watching some real boxing.
Wow. You know what? That's fair. All right.
Can't argue with that.
Well, since I have you both on the line, Deku and Justice, I'm gonna ask both of you: is this now officially? Because you guys have been going back and forth now since even before the podcast. Is this the end of the Usman era?
Yes. Over.
No.
Oh, denial.
What do you base this on?
No, because in a world where Masvidal can lose twice to Usman and get wrestle raped by Kobe, and then come back and maybe if he gets past Gilbert Burns, gets one fight and then a title shot, Usman get all the chances in the world.
But when you got knees like Dominic Cruz, it's time.
That Dominic needs Cruz.
Yeah.
Sent
Usman
somebody
got
into
those-
the shuttle
he got
rail
those-
one time.
he got those knees like Cruz. It's a normal fact.
Oh,
Okay.
God.
Yeah, he doesn't run. He doesn't do road work because his knees are
He
busted.
can't.
But what does that mean for your guy? You got
I
knocked
mean-
out by a guy with busted knees.
It don't matter though.
That motherfucker, he got beat up by a
Don't matter.
handicapped guy.
Okay, listen. Your guy was recently knocked out. Ran it back
He got
again.
knocked out a fight ago.
Ran it back again. Got his ass whooped again.
I'd rather get knocked out than rape. I'm sorry.
That's a good point.
Mm.
That is a good
Yeah, that's
point.
fine. Hey, that's different. He's wrestling.
What you
Okay.
mean? I'm not trying to get
Yeah,
raped
man.
by nobody, brother. Come on,
Listen,
man.
if Kobe want a crotch sniff, you know that's a thing.
Wow.
And your guy
Other than
allowed
that-
it.
Your guy
So what does that say about your guy?
I mean, he did take Usman down too.
Okay.
You act like he ain't one of the best
You
wrestlers
should be
in the
thanking Usman.
the-
I knocked out your guy that you didn't like.
what,
Kobe.
Did he knock him out though?
Yes, TKO. What you mean?
That was referee stoppage. I mean, he didn't knock
Oh
him
my
out.
God, bro, Lord.
And then truth
Was
be
it
told,
though?
he was getting hit. He was getting pieced up. So don't do that.
What you talking about? No, he wasn't. That
He
was. I would
was.
say that was a close fight. They was going at each other.
Exactly.
Yeah, but there
He
was
was getting
nobody
pieced
getting
up.
pieced up.
Tazz,
That
come on.
Getting pieced
Tazz,
up
come on.
and
He's
pretty
got
much an
the video.
equal fight is not the same thing.
Hold on, Tazz, come on.
I got as much as I'm entertaining
He's
this.
got the video.
I
come on.
got to chime in a little bit. Kobe was putting them hands on him.
He
No.
would pass have to say tiebreaker.
Kobe was putting them hands on him.
But did it matter though?
In the
It
end,
don't matter.
no. In the end, Usman break his jaw or some shit.
Yeah,
He broke his jaw.
But he didn't put him out though.
I mean,
He has a broken jaw.
Listen, as
And
much as
TKO, his eyes was bobbling back and forth like a pinball trying to fight that.
it wasn't like that. Come on now,
Oh my
you
goodness.
exaggerating.
Okay, I just want to get on. Like you went from saying they
you
got pieced
exaggerating,
up to
You exaggerating.
to,
He was
and I just
TKO.
said they was going back and forth. Getting pieced up is getting pieced up. Like you ain't getting no shots off. This
So
dude
you
hit you with a
he didn't
20
lose the
piece.
first 2 rounds.
No, I feel like I had
Oh,
it tied going
oh.
into the 3rd round because it was
Somebody
going back
said,
and
I felt
forth.
like, they
That's me. Yeah, that's me. You obviously think differently.
I mean, I don't like neither one of them.
them.
I was just I'm on the outside looking in.
But I know for a fact that Masvidal
just like with
got
the fight with Masvidal, right?
universe.
So the fight with Masvidal.
Okay.
Did Usman lose the first? Usman lost that first round.
But who won the fight, though?
Who you talking about? Well, who? Masvidal? Which one?
That's a fact.
The first one?
The second fight. No, the
Second
first
fight?
fight was a damn shutout.
But who won?
First fight was a complete shutout.
So the
It
second,
don't
you
matter,
believe
Dad.
in the second fight that
Masvidal
Masvidal
won
was
the first
piecing up? You won the first round.
Yeah.
Wow, you're smoking
Yeah.
dick. Nah, nope.
No, I'm not.
No.
Yeah.
First of all, yeah, you smoking dick, bro.
No, sir. You gotta look at. You need film.
Oh, God.
This has been a
You need-
riveting back
yeah.
and forth.
I saw Masvidal looking like a beginner in that first round.
What happened to this amazing strike in this last fight with Usman?
Ooh.
It wasn't there. Leon had a really
Because-
good game plan.
What
He
about
had a
this
really
fight
good
against-
game plan.
That last fight against Kobe, that amazing striking that he was getting caught with in that 3rd and 4th round. What about that amazing striking?
But Usman was dominated pretty much the whole fight.
This amazing striking, that jab that you talk about. What happened?
It was
So, yeah,
on
that's
point. It was
something like
landing. What do you mean, bro?
Nah, he abandoned it. Okay, cool.
I don't know about him abandoning it. I do admit that it wasn't as
fights, bro. I don't know.
it wasn't as sharp and as crisp as it could have been. I'll say that much. Devil's advocate.
So, of course.
It's okay. It's the end of Masvidal. He's not going to be fighting no more after this fight.
That's fine. Cause it's over too. So they going out at the same time.
It ain't. Even okay. Say if it's the end of the Usman era.
Oh, it's the end.
Usman is arguably the best welterweight, if not the best welterweight, the second best welterweight of all time. He can retire, go off in the sunset. I'm good. I got records in this division. What does
it might be 10th the best.
What does Masvidal have? A little Disney title, whatever.
Disney title.
BMF.
He has a Disney title. Like,
BMF.
Shoot.
BMF.
I mean, Usman beat him, so he might as well he had the BMF title.
Yeah, he actually should have handed the belt over.
No.
Like, for real.
No.
All right,
So, if it
guys
is the Usman era, a storied career, for sure Hall of Famer.
Agreed.
Of course.
Agreed.
No, I don't disagree with that. The question is,
Disney title, and he will not go to the UFC Hall of Fame.
oh, he'll be in the UFC Hall of Fame. That's not now.
Then that shit don't mean nothing.
The question is the Usman era over? And answer to that question, yes, it is.
No, it's not.
It's done. It's done.
It's not. If it's done,
Okay.
done, then okay.
Who do he fight next? Who he fight next?
Should do what Masvidal was doing. Get one fight in and get to the title.
Who he gonna fight next?
I mean, yeah.
We don't want to look at.
I wouldn't fight Hosmot. I wouldn't fight Hosmot. I would fight somebody that I know can get me back to the title. Yeah.
All right, since we're on the line here and we're talking about the storied end of eras and beginning of eras, since we didn't really talk about it on the last show, all hail the new heavyweight king, John Jones. Is he sit on top of this mountain for a long period of time, or is this
I mean,
is this gonna be a quick turnaround?
what can you say?
Depends on who he fights next.
Apparently, it's gonna be
It doesn't
Miocic.
matter.
He's beating Miocic.
I think he murders Miocic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter if he does or not. John Jones is great for the time.
Agreed.
I agree.
Period.
Yeah.
He certified Hall of Famer. No matter where he goes,
Agreed.
he's the guy. Nobody else.
I agree.
He made a guy that gave. And don't get me wrong, I like Ngannou, but he made the guy that gave Ngannou hell, even though Ngannou had 2 bad knees. He made him look like an amateur.
That's an
whoa,
understatement.
whoa. You think Gon made Ngannou look like an amateur?
No, John Jones. What you doing?
Oh, okay. I was about
Jones
to disconnect you.
Yeah,
Okay.
no, Jones made Gunn look like an amateur.
Yeah.
Oh, he sure
Yeah,
did.
he made Gon look
Like-
like first
Yeah,
day.
he yeah, that shit wasn't even first day. That shit was like,
Somebody
I don't even know
just,
what
somebody
you
just
kids
walked
for
him off
that.
the street and was like, "What is wrestling?"
I mean, he is from France and light skin. I'm just saying, he got 2 strikes.
That is 2 strikes against him already. I think John Jones sits on top of that mountain for a long time.
Yeah.
I don't think so. I think he do like 1 or 2 more fights. That's it.
I can see
There's no
that.
point. Who else he got to fight? Who else is it? He beats Stipe, which he gonna do. Then who else next?
What? Maybe Curtis Blades? Maybe
Curtis Blades is
Hell
not
no.
good.
Yeah, Curtis Blades.
maybe Derek Lewis.
No, hell no.
Curtis Blades and
We
Derek
saw what-
Lewis are the
again.
best bet.
We saw what Gon did to Derek Lewis.
I need
What do you
Lewis
think
to
John Jones
retire.
would do?
Lewis needs to retire. It's done.
Yeah, it's done. That's it. He got away with what he had in his sport. Everybody knows the blueprint.
Maybe
Retire, top 10 heavyweight contender or whatever.
maybe Volkov or Tuivasa. Maybe, and even then, I still don't see. I don't
nope.
see it.
The only other guy is that guy they call the Russian Ngannou.
Yeah.
That's the only guy. And again, that guy really doesn't have a name. It's no money there. There's no money
There's not.
anywhere in that division.
There's not.
It really
Well,
is.
it's called the Russian Ngannou. Nobody even knows his first name.
Facts.
Sergey.
Oh, his
I
name's
can't-
Sergey?
Yeah.
That's fair.
I can't
Sergey.
pronounce his last name.
His last name?
Pavlovich or something like that.
And it's the ridiculous last name joke.
Yeah, it ain't nobody else. So I was
Yeah, it's nobody else.
I'll defend it maybe 2 or 3 more times and then get those paydays and call it a day because it don't seem like there's no. It seems like Francis is not coming back to the UFC no time soon. So-
That's over.
He needs to go ahead.
He
He needs to fight Miocic and then retire.
Agreed.
You destroy the longest reigning heavyweight champion in UFC history. There's nothing left for you. Nothing.
Yeah.
It's not.
There's no risk that's worth any type of reward after that. Don't pull an Anderson Silva and overstay your welcome. You cleaned out the division. Walk off into the sunset.
Yeah, just leave.
Yeah. The only thing I can see happening if Ngannou can get these fights and Ngannou some kind of way comes back on the 1 fight deal. But the way Dana is, you can't shit on Dana White and think you're gonna come back. It ain't
Facts.
happening.
God, no.
Facts.
It's not happening.
Speaking of absurdity, you guys hear about them trying to sign Cruz versus Garbrandt too?
Yeah, that doesn't need to
I don't
happen.
want to see that fight at all.
That doesn't need to happen.
You heard that
When it happened originally, it was a good fight. But it wasn't even a good fight, but it was entertaining. But now, no.
You got a guy who's scared to punch versus a guy whose whole design of footwork and movement has been completely figured out. That's going to be a boring, tentative fight where they're just going to throw little punches at each other, and that's it. Whoever scores the first takedown wins that fight.
Pretty much.
That's something Daniel's gonna have to be like, hey, Joe Rogan, I need you to pump this fight up.
Winner and loser both leave town.
Yeah, they can leave now.
Two for one for the fans.
They need to leave now.
Agreed. Calling it now. This is as far as Chito Vera gets. He never gets past Sanhagen.
I'm not gonna say that.
Shit.
It's something. I think they can figure it out.
Figure what out?
They got time
for him to figure out how to step on the gas.
Yeah.
Hell no. Sam Hagen beat him to the punch anytime he wanted to. That looked like one of Sam Hagen's easiest fights, to be honest with you.
Because he didn't throw. He wasn't throwing shit.
He wasn't throwing a goddamn thing. And I honestly think that's where he peaks. Calling it now.
I think
Chito Vera going to be another gatekeeper.
I think he can get to a title shot.
You think he can get to it?
Yep.
I think he can look at him.
Does he win it?
Hell no. Hell no.
I think he get there though.
I think he looks at it from a distance. I think if Sam Hagen gets injured, maybe he steps in for an interim shit. But I don't see him. Hell no, I don't see it.
I mean, but right now, the best bantamweight ain't even in the top 5.
Oh, okay.
Because you know who's the best bantamweight, right?
Who you're gonna say?
Who you think I'm gonna say? Usman. To make a off. The guy nobody wants to fight.
Yeah. See, I'm so used to people ducking this motherfucker. I completely forgot about him. Yeah, okay, I'll give you that.
Oh, nobody's trying to fight him.
Yeah, nobody.
He called out O'Malley.
I'm sure he did.
And O'Malley returned the call.
I think O'Malley pieces him up with striking.
Who?
O'Malley.
Pieces who up?
Usman.
Shit.
Strike for strike, O'Malley has him.
Usman up.
Usman to make him off.
Yep.
Now, his brother, Usman.
Strike for strike, he outstrikes him. Now,
is it Usman or Umar?
I think it's
Umar. I'm sorry, I keep saying Usman.
Umar, yeah.
It's Umar.
He outstrikes him. Now, here's the thing. I didn't say these are going to be powerful shots. I didn't say these are going to be shots that are going to stop the fight. I just think he hits him far more times than Umar hits him. Except whenever he does, he puts him out.
I think those kicks give O'Malley a problem.
You got to catch O'Malley first. Fuck O'Malley. Let me stop. I live to see that man get. And dare I say it, I'm hoping Triple C comes back and gets embarrassed.
No, he's not. He is going to murder. He's going to run through another man.
I hope he comes back and gets wrestle fucked by Sterling.
We don't. Now, come on. Now, you're reaching a little bit.
No, I'm not.
Yeah, you're reaching.
No, I'm not, because this hype that you have for Triple C needs to end, sir. Needs to end.
The hype about Triple C as a fighter or as a coach?
Both.
As an analyst?
You're singing this motherfucker's praises like he goddamn deciphered the fucking Da Vinci's Code or some shit. He's just the brightest mind in the game.
Damn near.
He's the one that taught John Jones how to beat Gon. Did he?
He did not.
He did not.
See, this is the thing.
Absurdity.
Even Demetrius Johnson said it himself. It's those little in-between moments that Henry Cejudo is good at.
Absurdity.
He just the best, man. One of the best coaches.
Absurd.
Bantamweight champion, flyweight champion, gold medalist. I mean, we talking about one of the best.
He gonna lose.
And he trained with John Jones.
He gonna lose.
He's not.
He gonna lose.
He's gonna start on the lose.
Ring rush is real. He gonna lose.
Ground and pound. I'm calling it. Ground and pound.
Shit.
Ground and pound. Third round.
But if he's right, though,
If he's right, I will
I'm
have
telling
I have no problem letting Justice know that he was right and he called the fights fair and square, and I was wrong. I have no problem acknowledging that. But he gonna be wrong.
Triple C. Triple C.
He gonna be wrong.
It's not absurd. Triple C is one of the best.
Hey, speaking of absurdity, you guys remember Karate Combat? You guys remember that? That was a thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is
Hey,
that still going?
hell yeah.
It is.
Hey, yeah, I was laughing. But
The
they
last
might
time I
have
looked at
they
it,
might have had the best fights
that
on
was
last
not
night.
very well.
Oh, stop it. Stop it.
Listen, it was like 2 or 3 knockouts.
2 or 3 whole knockouts on an entire card? Holy shit.
Yeah. It's
That's unheard of.
It's only like 4 or 5 fights on there.
Because their cards are dog
It's
shit.
Man, no, listen.
4 or 5 fights and
You need to
a
watch.
second background.
You need to watch the fights.
Have they gotten rid of that stupid special effects Shadow Realm shit?
They got some special effects, but it's not as much
I
CGI.
think
I ain't gonna lie, the
no.
last time I watched Karate Combat is when Raymond Daniels almost knocked himself out. And I
Facts.
was like,
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
I was like, yeah, this ain't going nowhere.
Yeah, almost
It had
killed
his
himself. Raymond Daniels couldn't even catapult that league.
Raymond Daniels suck. He can't do nothing but kick people in the balls.
I mean, I don't have a comeback for that because that is true.
That's what I'm saying.
It just kind
I
of.
think it
Matter of
might be
fact,
near the end.
He got his ass whooped. That's when if he became champion, it might have did something. But he got his ass whooped.
I think even if he became champion, it wouldn't have did shit. Hey, you remember when he won the Bellator kickboxing championship?
No.
Shit, I forgot
about that. I forgot about that.
Everyone
No,
forgot about
no.
that. Hey, do you guys?
No,
you
nobody
guys,
forgot.
you guys remember when Bellator was a thing?
Yeah.
I remember it too.
I remember
February.
Raymond Daniels running from Nikki Holzman. That's what I remember.
I would have ran from him too. Nigga holds me beating the souls out of motherfuckers. Talk to Cosmo. You still ain't right.
But yeah, Karate Combat was on it last night. I'm telling you.
It was on it. Because I'm going back through the chat and I can't help but notice you didn't make no mention of it. You didn't put no clips. You didn't ask.
I was working. Listen, I was working last night. I couldn't make no mention of it.
Here we go. I'm a working man now, so I can't post nothing in the chat no
Listen,
more.
I don't make 6 figures like the rest of y'all. You know. What I'm saying?
I don't make 6 figures.
Shit, I wish I made
I-
six figures.
I'm not a team lead, a supervisor like the rest of y'all. You know what I'm saying? I got to know.
Who the fuck's the supervisor?
I mean, that. Still, I ain't know. I don't make 6 figures a year.
exactly. Exactly. That's why he making that comment. And then we just talked about what Tazz don't what he don't do at work.
Yeah, it seems like you got a real easy.
Tazz will be the first one to admit
Damn.
that I will sit on my
Damn.
It's all good. I'll edit it. It's all
Yeah,
good.
it is that. My bad. It's my first day back.
I'll be the first one to admit I got a nice laid back cushy gig. I admit that. I'll be the first one to say that I have maneuvered the cards just right in order for me to get by in life off this pretty smile. I'll be the first one to admit that. The voice of a generation. I'm trying to be like the black man from Dagestan. I'm just trying to just be dropping loads and women, and they just be like, thank you. Seed me, motherfucker. Breed me.
But you
Look, everybody know outside of the podcast and outside of the gym, Justice Magnificent is known as Magnificent Longstroke. Everybody knows that.
Wow, the name makes sense now.
That's why he got like 5 cell phones, 6 different social media profiles. And this cat be the first one to talk about, man, I'm broke, y'all, I'm broke. But I'll see you at these events on Saturday. I'm broke. Man, I'm so broke. Damn, I'm broke. Where we going for lunch? I need some expensive ass, plant-based, fake-ass food.
I was about to say, we got to get the vegan food.
Look, I've said it
You
before.
done?
No, I've said it before, going back to the very first show, and I'm going to keep the tradition on now. I'm just saying, For somebody who's quote unquote so broke, you still a thick ass vegan though. I want to know about this.
Yeah, man. Vegan food is expensive.
That's what I'm
Really
saying. That
expensive.
shit is expensive as hell.
I'm like, damn.
I don't know what y'all
Ordering
be
that
doing.
shit, ordering that shit to go and shit, delivery. I'm like, damn,
$7
just having delivery to the
bologna.
gym.
Yeah, your $7 bologna and shit.
Shit was.
I don't know where y'all be.
Oh, I'm
I don't know
sorry.
where y'all be
I
going.
meant to say $7 pologna, plant-based bologna shit.
Hey, at my restaurant, we have a vegan burger. That shit's $10.
You hear that shit?
Next most expensive burger is $8.
$10 for some
Does it even come with
non-meat.
fries or something? Like,
Nope.
Hell no.
It's just the burger.
Fries is extra.
wow.
Is
Does
it
come with
vegan
fries?
though?
Some people put bacon on it for some reason.
So it's just a burger because vegan
No,
means
it's a
it's
vegan
not.
burger. We cook it on a separate grill, but people will add bacon to it.
Yeah, see, that's that bullshit.
You fake ass vegans. Wish I could afford a $10 plant-based burger with no condiments, no nothing else on it. Just a block of mushed up grass.
Oh, no, you can get condiments for free.
Oh, I can get free condiments? Yum, yum.
Yeah, you can put lettuce on it if you want.
Oh, shit. You hear that? Lettuce. Mmm. Yum, yum.
I like to ask people that are vegan and vegetarians and stuff. I don't think I ever asked you, Justice. What made you go vegan?
Pussy.
What is this?
I mean, are you saying he is a pussy or to get pussy?
Nah, eating pussy. He said that was too much meat. That's too much flesh.
No. So actually, it's just been a evolution over time.
That's a devolution.
So
So it's just personal growth type deal.
yeah,
Okay.
it has been. So like
He said it helps with the long stroke.
it started with pork. It started with pork, then beef. You know what I'm saying? So
Mhm.
I'm telling you,
Okay.
I'm gonna make Justice a T-shirt. Magnificent long stroke.
I'm not wearing a T-shirt.
Vegan style.
Look, I'm be like
Vegan style.
defensive tight end. Wink, wink.
Dude, every event we go to, you gotta wear that shirt.
Oh man, y'all good people. Y'all good
Every
people.
event, every restaurant we go to, every time we go overseas.
Every time I cut my grass and I empty out that bag of grass clips, I'm like, damn, Justice eats all this shit.
Damn, they are killing this. This shit is for real about this damn WWE being bought.
You thought I was making
Oh,
that
is that
shit
for
up?
real?
Yeah.
That's actually
Well,
a real
see,
thing.
when I
I thought the Saudis were trying to like buy the WWE.
That would be interesting.
It would be.
wait.
They was talking about that a couple weeks ago, like on the news and shit. But,
Endeavor,
the who was bunch of
Endeavor gonna buy that shit. The parent company of the UFC is definitely gonna buy that shit.
That's gonna be interesting.
It's over. It's over.
There's about the end of professional wrestling.
Actually,
No, we
I
gonna get
think
this
this might be like really good because, have some UFC stars show up on Monday Night Raw.
You know who did that too? Bellator. They did that shit
Yeah.
on TNA and it failed.
That was TNA, like the failure TNA.
Who in the fuck want to see Conor McGregor walk up in WWE?
Same people that wanted to see Ronda.
You right.
You made that happen. They made Logan Paul. Logan Paul shit is working.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is absurd.
This literally goes into our next topic of absurdity. We have truly lost sight of combat sports entertainment as we know it. When you got Endeavor getting ready to, the parent company of the UFC getting ready to buy WWE, I'm just trying to imagine the different crossovers you're going to have. You're going to be watching videos of, like, Cain Velasquez getting ready for his comeback fight and seeing fucking, like, Undertaker in the background. And that's going to hurt, man.
I mean, promos might get better.
I mean, yeah, they're all going to be wrestling-based. They're going to go ahead and bring back Shell Son and teach them all how to do wrestling promos.
I'm okay with that.
I'm okay to an extent. Like at this point, okay, and maybe I'm just because I'm not separating the WWE and UFC like I should. Perhaps the two entities can stay completely separate. Maybe there won't be that crossover, effect or crossover appeal. But can you imagine walking down the toy aisle and seeing UFC action figures looking like fucking The Rock and Triple H and shit?
They're already there.
Are they?
Yeah, they have. Yeah, they have a.
They've been there for years.
All jacked and swollen and shit?
Yep.
Ah, never mind. We talked about this a handful of years ago, and we talked about this when the podcast first became a thing, that as time goes on, things are just going to become more silly and more absurd. I can honestly say I did not expect the fucking Slapface League to become as big as it did. It's entertaining, but I question the longevity of such a league.
I'm surprised it's lasted this long.
I think the UFC is down bad for buying into that shit.
Wow, and Justice just put an action figure of his Lord and Savior Jorge Masvidal into the chat. And why does this dude look like MMA Jesus? He looks like he is about to liberate fallen angels from hell right now.
Bro,
That looks nothing like
what is this nonsense? But I'm just thinking about the different absurd shit that's been coming out lately. The phone booth boxing and the car jiu-jitsu shit. And you guys ever get a chance to check out that link I put in the chat about the self-defense bullshit on a fucking bus?
Yeah, the charter bus fight, whatever.
Man, I love it. I'm gonna be honest.
For what reason?
Just the fact that you can just be pushing somebody as the bus turn, making a turn, and they just fly right into the window.
Look, I too enjoyed that fight scene in Shang-Chi and the 10 golden fucking rings or whatever the fuck it was called. But there is no reason to try to turn that bus scene into an actual league or an actual thing. That shit's stupid, and that's gonna get somebody fucked up.
Oh, I don't disagree.
I am curious. So, Justice, you got one of these MMA Jesus toys?
He's got 3.
No, I don't. I don't. For $25, hell no.
$25? He ain't worth that.
Yeah. Yeah, you got Conor McGregor going to Amazon for $40. Again, I enjoyed that more than I did the car jiu-jitsu or the slap fight. I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah, what about the phone booth boxing? Did you enjoy that?
The phone booth fights was cool. It was entertaining, but it's still missing something. The bus fights had a little. The bus going in that circle.
The bus moving.
Yeah, the moving bus gives it something else. It's just something different about it.
Okay, I can see somebody getting thrown out of a window.
Yeah, that's what I'm waiting on. Somebody get thrown through a window.
There was the element of death that you like.
And there was the keyword that I was looking for the next segue. Something different. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, this is now my favorite part of the show, where one Lobo is going to do us a favor and attempt to synopsize tonight's craptacular karate flick of subjective genders. 1995.
Oh boy.
Yeah. 1995's Superfights.
And now, our feature presentation.
Go ahead and hit us with your synopsis there, Lobo. The floor is yours.
Okay, do you want me to give the synopsis of the movie or how I saw it play out in my head?
You know what? The floor is yours, sir. Sure. The floor is yours, sir. Have at it.
So this movie starts off with the world's most obsessed superfan obsessing over Superfights, a WWE UFC hybrid where we find out the fights are fixed and all of the people involved in it are criminal, according to a song that's played later in the movie.
Superfighters.
Oh my god, dude, this movie. Oh, because of their hero Jack getting beaten to death outside of a ATM trying to save a girl, and the whole rest of the movie is what's happening in his head as he's dying.
First-
Not really what part of the movie. That's just how I see it playing out. 'Cause it doesn't explain anything in this movie.
Jesus Christ.
So I guess a long story short of this whole movie, guy becomes an overnight hero, gets into super fights, and as the song says, gets involved in a world of corruption, extortion, murder, and mayhem.
You know that song play on the playlist, Mike. Once a gym, yeah, right?
I hope it is. I really do.
While we doing warm ups, that song is gonna come on.
But this movie starts out somewhat competent. Like the fight scenes in it are pretty decent. You have a guy basically reenacting Power Rangers in a warehouse, watching his favorite karate instructional DVDs.
Yeah.
Or VHS. Sorry, this is the 90s. Oh, man, like... Dude, like, his trainer just instantly, like, wants to fuck him for no reason.
Yeah. Yeah, he was something else.
Yeah, there's a odd tension there.
He was something. The trainer, that guy was something else.
Yeah,
That girl.
Oh, man.
Dude, I'm like 90% sure she was giving him a hand job, saying, "This is my favorite thing to do for everybody."
Holy shit! Oh man!
He's like right behind him. She grabs. Is like, "This is how I can tell your heartbeat." Like, are you supposed to be doing that? Just relax.
Look, she gave him that Mr. Miyagi hand treatment.
No. That comes later in the movie. And two guys are trying to heal a beaten up man by using their chi energy by holding their hands on his crotch for some reason.
Oh god!
Oh shit! I forget. We also get a kung fu instructor with the world's worst old man makeup on. He's got a obvious wig and obvious beard to be as stereotypical as possible.
That dude is clearly hiding from the cops.
Really?
That man is wanted on charges. I'm convinced.
Don't doubt it. It was kind of cool seeing RVD and Keith Hackney in this movie.
Yeah.
That's about it.
Willie the Bam Johnson. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
There was a handful of who's who of 90s martial arts stuntmen, actors, fighters, and future Power Ranger alumni.
Yeah.
Oh man!
And then our main character. The only other credit he had was like VR Rangers.
I liked his Captain America gi.
You know, for the 90s, that was the only thing in it that wasn't ridiculous.
That was all the rage back in the 90s.
Yeah, like late 80s, early 90s. I remember, like, I've seen some of your old Black Belt magazines. This dude's just had those for some reason.
Oh, yeah. That's how you showed that you're American. And you bleed red, white, and blue.
Oh yeah, then we get to the end of the movie after finding out that these guys are basically a gang going around beating up other gangs that don't have guns for some reason in Los Angeles. And there's fighting a death match where they have a swinging pendulum thing covered in barbed wire.
Well, we call that a hardcore match, sir.
Yeah, it's a hardcore match. This movie is literally if you just slammed the WWE and early UFC together in a blender and threw in a little Power Rangers. Oh, fuck, what was that show we watched on here? Something Masters?
WMAC Masters?
Yeah, it's like if you made an adult version of that show.
So, speaking of adult, as we gave the disclaimer in the beginning of the show, I have to ask you guys, for those that actually watched it, and again, allow me to preference this, I do not care what one's orientation or preference is. I just need to know. Was that woman a dude?
Okay, I'm glad you brought that up. I did look it up. She is not. She is a woman.
Really?
He is a woman. I'm sure.
So that jawline is just that's just her.
I mean, China had a big jawline too.
China was also
That's
doing steroids every day.
Every day.
Every day. This
Damn,
woman,
there cares. I'm gonna look this up again.
this woman's hands look like dude's hands.
And obviously, John Jacob Odie, aka Jack, was was not going for it because the first time he looked at it, he was like, "Oh man, it's my favorite." And then then the next time he was like, "Nah, man, I'm good."
We should just be friends.
Yeah, we should be friends. But supposedly a half-naked woman is on your bed. And he's like, "Yeah, nah, I never did this before. We should be friends."
I want to save all
Yeah,
my
she's in
energy.
2 movies with Billy Blanks.
Okay, well, as all things, ladies and gentlemen listening, we tend to rate our Craptacular Karate movies on a 5-point scale. 1 being absolute Hershey squirts doo-doo dog shit, up to 5 being the most fantastic cinematic masterpiece of martial arts kick to the nuts that you've ever witnessed and seen in your life. Lobo, how would you rate this?
I'm gonna give it a 2.5 just because it was moderately entertaining.
Okay, all right. Justice?
I would say too, because I enjoyed the grandfather talking shit to him.
Oh yeah, that was great.
There was a healthy amount of him talking shit. I'm gonna give it a 3 because it acknowledges how cheesy it is. It knows it's cheesy. It doesn't even try to attempt to take itself seriously. And you gotta give props for the most stereotyped Asian character of all time. Deku, I'm sure you didn't get a chance to watch it, but I'm sure this would be a 1 or doo-doo squirts Hershey balls.
Yeah, from what y'all explaining with the movie, yeah, this shit was some fucking one.
Oh, there's no fucking way. I shit you not. I just found a DVD copy of this. Guess how much they want for this DVD?
I'm gonna say $2.99.
I'm like,
Huh?
$2.99.
Nope. You're going the wrong direction.
Ain't no way in hell.
They want $90 for this fucking thing.
say what?
Whoever put that out there is the same individual that collects these MMA Jesus toys. Oh my god. Oh, this was dog shit. Oh man. Definitely not the worst we've watched. But man, it's whew. It's up there.
I'm just glad there was no little Timmy in this movie.
Oh,
I mean, that kind of sort of was. There was a couple of Me Too moments. You got,
there
this long jawline woman groping this young man.
There was a handful of Me Too
I'm
moments. There was a handful of windowless van moments. There was a handful.
Yeah.
It was more than a handful.
Yeah, it was a handful of, hey, you want to reach into my pocket and grab the Tylenol PM? Like there's some moments in there.
Full on groping this guy. He's like, nah, I'm good.
Wow, they really want $90 for this shit. I'm mad they have
I
the
told you.
audacity to put the swole barbarian looking dude on the cover. Justice, if you'll be so kind, what was our move of the day?
Improve your skills, son. Harden your body. Become the number 1 man. Do not ever let anyone beat you.
Much like most 90s and 80s flicks, there were a lot of kicking the balls.
Lots of kicking the balls.
Lots
Not
of kicks.
not Cynthia
But-
Rothrock levels.
But it was up there. But most definitely the most entertaining move I saw was when the grandfather was whooping his ass in the house and he tried to pull that rug and proceeded to do a front flick and kick him in his face.
Agreed.
Oh yeah, that was awesome.
Agreed. And since you're on such a roll, sir, if you would be so kind, don't you go ahead and take us back down memory lane if there is one?
Back in the days when I was young, I'm not a kid anymore. Back in the days when I was young, I'm not a kid anymore. Back in the days when I was young, I'm not a kid anymore. But some days I sit and wish I was a kid again.
Now let me take a trip down memory lane.
All right. So back in the day, we're gonna do a fighter.
Oh, okay.
So if I say Japanese MMA, who's the first person y'all think of?
Sakuraba.
Anybody else?
Musashi. Oh, my bad.
Anybody else?
Sakuda.
Nobody?
Who are we talking about?
Japanese MMA.
MMA. Kid Yamamoto.
Hey.
Good. Yep, that's another one. But leaving off a name. This guy's a legend.
Genki Sudo.
Nope. You're forgetting somebody.
Oh, you're trying to piss me off now.
This guy has literally done everything.
Ah, shit.
Kao Uno.
Nope. Let me go ahead and help y'all out.
What?
Hayato Maha Sakurai.
Shut the Bravo. Bravo.
This man has did everything from MMA to shoot boxing to judo, even kickboxing, and won ADCC, which is the Abu Dhabi Combat Club Grappling Championship. He was open weight runner up. Beat people like Rico Rodriguez and Vinny Magalhaes. Now this guy probably walks around about 180, fought at 155 and 170, and he beat some heavyweights. So kickboxing, MMA, he did it all. So again, Hayato Sakura, look him up. Especially his fight with Joaquin Hansen out of Pride Bushido. Hell of a fight.
Yeah, that was good. I'll be honest with you. I would have never guessed him.
Yeah, people forget about him, man.
Everyone forgets about him. Holy
Like he fought UFC everywhere.
That dude is a pioneer and never gets mentioned. Gentlemen, this was all I had for you gentlemen for this evening. As always, I want to say I appreciate you guys coming out this evening and shooting the shit with me. Had some great topics. Love talking the absurdity of combat sports. As always, this was a fucking blast. Deku, much appreciated for you being able to find time in your busy schedule to let the fans know that you didn't just quit the show abruptly. Justice, as always, thank you for riding and dying on the hills of your beliefs. I always appreciate that. Lobo, you're the man. What can I say? Full on nigga tendencies. Love that shit. Keep it up. Gentlemen, that was all I have, and let's get the fuck out of here. Be sure to listen, like, share, and subscribe for all the latest episodes, news, and updates. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram at fistfights.friedricepodcast or at h8l.muay thai. On Twitter, follow us at h8l_fight talk.